GMP. Looking for you. It's the motherfucking TAU. Who's out looking for me? It's the motherfucking GMP. Who's out looking for you? It's the motherfucking GMP. I got private on me. 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 Just a finger jacket and you just a finger tie. Why did you not? Human rights. Just a finger jacket and you just a finger hat. Why do you look such a complete twat? Just a finger jacket and you just a finger tie. Why do you not? Human rights. Just a finger jacket and you just a finger hat. You think you look cool, but you look a fascist twat. GMP. I got private army. 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 Oh, that coming for me. It's a motherfucking GMP. Who's that coming for you? It's a motherfucking TAU. That coming for me. It's a motherfucking GMP.
This is the place. Come out with your hands up and your pants down.
Can you not please block the road? Causing an obstruction. Do not obstruct the highway. We know the rules.
Morning. This afternoon. Yeah. What's you might not tell us this, but what's to do?
You'll find out.
Party!
Right.
We're acting on illegal eviction.
Private gathering.
On the illegal eviction.
We've noticed that you're available to see quite fascist, so we decided to stand and do something about it.
Okay, fair enough. Are you guys all from Blackburn or have you come in from the area?
We don't answer questions, mate.
I'm a human.
Any of you guys live on this property?
We're all here peacefully.
Yeah, no, nobody's disputing that. Nobody's disputing that at all.
Your number, officer, please.
Again?
Your number.
My number's 2620, my friend.
Thank you.
What station do you run out of, Inspector?
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
Yeah.
Have you had a report of some film crimes or anything?
Has there been a report of a crime or anything?
Guys, right, listen, okay, I'll give you the full SP for your film. There's no report of any crime, okay? I've got no concerns about you having a peaceful protest, okay? I've got a positive duty under ECHR legislation to facilitate your peaceful protest.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah. Okay, I am fully aware of what I've got to do.
So you knew what was happening then?
Hey?
You knew what was happening before you got here then, didn't you?
Hang
on a minute. You knew what was happening. Why? You see, you come and you want to be honest with us, right?
Yeah,
and you say, oh,
absolutely.
right, here's, step right up now. And I'll say, this is how it is, this is how it is. I've just lied to you for the last 5 minutes, trying to find out, and trying to get, but I'm going to be honest with you from now on. Come on, Inspector.
Nobody's going to do anything.
You know, if there's a breach of the peace, obviously it's been
Our duty
saves
is
us calling you.
to help you have your protest.
Sure.
Okay. To make sure there's no breach of the peace.
Sure, there isn't going to be.
Okay.
Not for us.
And to make sure that the laws are adhered to.
Yes.
So we're certainly not going to come here and start trying to clear you off the property. You're here at the request of the landowner, which is absolutely fine. Okay, you're not causing disruption to local residents. You're not committing a breach of the peace. You're not committing any crimes. So we're quite happy to allow you to have your protest.
Thank you, Constable.
Thank you very much. Here at the moment.
No, I haven't seen anybody. But the thing is that they haven't got the legal power to forcibly evict anybody.
Right.
I don't know if we've got a sheet, Andy, for the Protection of Eviction Act. I brought them out before. If you have a look at this, sir, that will. It's double-sided.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you have a look at that.
Am I right to keep a copy of that?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Please do.
So have they served notice on you at all? Have they served any lawful legal papers on you? Anything about?
Yeah, I'm in litigation with the mortgage company.
Right,
For nearly 3 years, officer.
Right. All right.
So this matter's in court,
Yeah.
and countless applications.
So
have
it's
been
still
made.
ongoing at
It's
court?
still ongoing. Still ongoing.
Am I right to take your name?
Yeah, of course. But I'm just, I just want to put you on pleasant notice that everybody here is here for peaceful support. And
a lot of this is going to be civil litigation, isn't it? And civil proceedings. And,
Sure.
And to be honest, we would try and take a step back from that and allow the civil process to take its course.
That's exactly what we want to hear.
Yeah, we're not going to start getting involved with any kind of civil ongoing.
sure.
Well said.
Listen, guys, there's no need for us to be here.
No.
You know, like I said,
Did somebody call out?
it's call in. I mean, obviously somebody's seen it, you're driving past and thought, hang on a sec, it's your man here that's
And doesn't he look lovely?
You do know he was arrested once by a Great Manchester police officer.
impersonating the police officer.
All over Manchester.
You can find me an officer that looks like that.
Not write this stuff. Listen, I mean, you see, you've been in the force quite a while, I would imagine.
Yeah, unfortunately,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? But you'll see these guys come through and you've got tattoos up their arms, they've got a knife and fork to use, I would imagine. I don't know, but you must despair.
Get drawn.
Of course not. Of course not.
You're
on video.
I can quite clearly
You're on
see
video
that this
listening.
gentleman, okay, yeah, he's dressed up as a police officer, he's part of the protest. I'm not going to embarrass myself by rolling around in the street with him.
Embarrass the police. But that's the idea. You go into which way of private.
They make good video though.
Yeah, for you, not for me.
Look at the cuts that you guys are facing as well. Do you know what I mean? Over 20,000 police. Your politicians are taking 11% pay rise while they're saying we're going to cut your
Guys, again, I'm not going to get drawn on that.
They're laughing at us. As long as you take it away and let your mates and your colleagues know how the people are feeling as well.
Yeah.
We're not into nobody's going to have a violent revolution or anything like that. But we figured out exactly what's going on with them because they're paedophiles and they're warmongers and there's the worst crimes against humanity that you can actually
We're
get.
sensing there is levels of frustration.
It's not frustration. It's the fact that we are going to leave the system, all of us. We're going to leave the system and it's going to fall by itself. You know there's a network. You know there's a network of Freemasons right up and through the judiciary, right through the police, and that's how people have got away with crimes for so long.
The law is really complex because it's all ECHR, you know, the right to protest, the civil stuff, and it is a complex piece of legislation. You train a cop up to lock up a burglar, to stop fights, that's easy. This kind of stuff is really hard.
There's bad guys in your organisation. You have to get together with the good guys and say they've got to go. We've got to. And if the next boss is corrupt and he's a Freemason and all the rest of it as well, then you've got to go beyond.
What we find though, guys, is we are always in the middle. We're in the middle between, you know, decent people like yourselves who've got a point you want to make. We're in the middle between the politicians, you know, the people who, and everybody's got an opinion about our job.
That's
Everybody's
the
got an
frustration.
opinion
The thing
about
is
the
you're all
police.
taking orders from central government, and that's the thing.
They're the criminals.
They're the criminals. How can we rely upon?
We don't take orders from central government. Okay, we take our powers from the laws of the land.
The laws of the land will be delegated by central government.
Yeah, they will set them down in Parliament and they'll set out the laws of the land. It's our job to
And then
enforce
it's
them.
frustrating yourself when you see
It affects everyone. I know you're not professionally allowed, quite obviously, and you're doing a fantastic job. You're not professionally allowed to say now, but to you as a person, that it goes in your head, that, you know, check out what's really gone on behind the scenes. Why things are the way they are. Because this is
home and watching EastEnders and Brookside. Get the computer out, do some research.
I'm not an EastEnders book now.
definitely not a
The bill.
that was all propaganda.
Or pictures.
I wish. I'll never be able to clear up a job like that in half an hour. Listen, guys. I'll let you crack on. Obviously, yeah, nice costume.
Go catch some politicians. Have you read, can I just ask you one last thing? Have you read George Orwell's 1984?
No.
Please read it. It's a short book, please read it.
I've read it.
Thanks, officers.
You know exactly what's going on.
And remember, when you read it, it's a novel, not an instruction manual.
Because that's
People that are sort of new to what you're doing, Jamil, can you just give us a sort of a brief outline of the last couple of years, what exactly the fight's been about?
Well, basically, it's about the mortgage company not having any possessory right to the property. There may well be a debate, a discussion to be had about alleged monies that were loaned, but that's a completely separate matter. They've got no right to repossess this property, or probably most lenders, anybody's property. So, but you know, I've got embroiled into a long litigation with them, and also judges and courts have not been particularly fair and just. And you know, I've suffered ill treatment at the hand of judges as well.
So they've basically railroaded you, haven't they?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And I think that it's not a battle for the faint-hearted, and it's something that you've got to be committed. And once you start, if you give up, they win. So don't give up. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep on fighting. But it does take a lot out of you. Thankfully, you know, as I previously mentioned, I've got a lot of people that will help me, and as highlighted by the wonderful souls that are here today to help me outside. People that don't even really know me, but it doesn't matter, does it? They've got an empathy, a compassion, and awareness, and understanding that they're going to come and help somebody like me.
Because we are getting, a good sign is we are getting a good network in place with the response groups, that we can put a call out within a couple of days and get the sort of numbers we've had here today to defend your property. Well,
amen and amen to that, and I salute that. I mean, there's a power of social media at its very best, and it's just creating, it's just increasing people's consciousness, isn't it, of what's going on every day, and raising that awareness of bringing the truth out there, and also, you know, making people, I mean, this can happen to anybody, can't it? Anybody could be facing an eviction threat, and it'd be a lonely place for me to be inside my house with the likes of a locksmith and court bailiffs coming. It's such a massive reprieve for me. I'm very busy inside doing what I need to do, and people are outside. They're like a physical, I'm not going to use the word intimidating, because they're not intimidating, because everybody's peaceful and positive and good energy. It's not about any trouble, breach of peace or anything, as highlighted by the police officer that came. And I took that opportunity to take time out of my busy schedule that I'm behind the computer to go out and relay the message that this is a peaceful support, and it's a civil matter which does not concern the police in any shape or form, unless there is a genuine breach of peace. And that genuine breach of peace a lot of times is occurring on behalf of the bailiffs. And so, you know, they do use aggressive tactics, and they break the law. They ignore, like, the Protection from Eviction Act 1977. They cannot force entry. There's got to be consent. What kind of warrant have they got? So the police have got to play a passive role, but act on their oath, and look to serve all of us on both sides of the coin equally.
And there's, as you were mentioning earlier, off camera, that one of the bailiffs that visited has admitted that he's got almost a sneaking admiration for the fight that we're taking on. Yeah, I mean,
look, he's a man doing a job, and as I've used this terminology before, probably a thankless task, definitely. But he did it. He said he admired and respected what I do, and I want more people to be doing what I do. And I know it's not easy. There's a lot of paperwork involved, and you know, if you've got families and you've got work, it's very challenging. But you know, you've got to give it your best shot and remain committed. And the more people that stand up and take a stand against the unlawful, illegal activities of banks, you know, we're gonna change our reality. We're gonna change how it is out there for everybody. It doesn't even bear thinking about how brilliant it would be if everybody woke up. You will see the end of a system, a dark system, in my opinion.
So they've been rebutted twice now, 3 times.
Yeah, in actual fact, I'd need to reference my paperwork, but I think today was 5 or 6 eviction threat. But actual where people have come and supported is like the 3rd time. But there have been several instances where paperwork has gone in, applications have been made, and the other side have cancelled the eviction, because those applications, that paperwork would need to be adjudicated upon.
This will have sent a message out to them, but where do you think it'll go from here, Jamil, in your case?
I know that I'm going to carry on fighting for justice, for the truth, and one has to have hope, and one has to have faith, and one has to have belief in what they're pursuing. And I believe that I'm pursuing the truth, and I've got faith in the truth, and I've got hope in the truth. And let's see where it goes. I'm sure there could be any positive outcome. Just the key is not to give up until such a wonderful date arrives. But I'll just keep going.
More power to your elbow, mate. Thanks for your time, Jamil.
They've been told not to come down today.
And you're all right. That's fair enough, right? And you're obviously aware that quite obviously these guys could think, nah, could be a taxi.
Oh no, it's just to let you know.
We do that.
Have you got an answer to that?
It's entirely
No.
up to you. Do you want to
That's
carry
why
on
I'm saying
standing here in the
that's what
cold?
they've been
You
told.
carry on.
do come today, since they've gone through you to tell us, what will happen to them for that, surely?
Well, I would imagine they've probably still got a power in law, but it would. There's
Right, so
not the
they're
policing.
using you.
Basically,
Yeah,
there's not the
it would
policing.
be. It would be using you.
There's not the policing.
It would
thing
be
is,
highly illegal for you to do that.
well, the thing is, if they wanted to. One second. What they would need is, because obviously there is a considerable amount of you, they would probably need police assistance. There ain't the police resources to be undertaking anything today, so I can only give you the limited but factual information. What the instructions that the bailiffs have been given is that there is not the police resources today to assist them should they want to undertake anything. So if they wish to undertake anything, they would have to go through the courts to find an alternative date, liaise with the police in order to firm up police assistance should it be required. So from our side of things, we won't be assisting them today.
So if they turn up now anyway,
Yeah.
and then they leave and they attempt to get it through,
The likelihood is they're not going to get it.
We will not be assisting them today, so you're going to be assisting the bailiffs.
It's not a case of I'm saying if they wanted our assistance today, we've turned around and said categorically we wouldn't have the ability to assist you today. Because we don't.
But even if you had the staff,
anyway, you're not allowed
even
to
if you had
assist
the staff here present to do that, say for instance there was nothing else going on, hypothetically, what would the police be doing then?
It would have to be
We would be
assessed by an
supervised.
inspector.
No
something
breach
like
of the
that.
peace.
The inspectors come down here today and said that it's a civil
At the
matter.
minute, there's a peaceful protest going on.
Yeah.
We're more than happy to facilitate
Where do you
that.
get the
That's your
process
right
from? Where
to
do you
do
get the
that.
peaceful process from?
Well, a
That's how
peaceful
it's been
gathering.
described to us.
There's no protesting going on here, mate. It's resisting.
A peaceful gathering. Either way, from the group that's amassed here, there's no issues. And there's no issues from the police perspective.
Can I just ask a question?
Actually, witnesses.
There's never going to be an issue.
No. Well, this is what we're saying. Just bear with me one second.
There's 3 cameras here.
Yeah, you've got plenty of. I'm feeling really popular today. I'm not gonna lie. From the police side of things, like I say, I can only give you. Unfortunately, I'm a lowly PC, so I can only give you as much information as I've got.
So even if we trust
the
you, it
bailiffs-
doesn't matter because we're not going to trust
It's not. I'm not asking you to trust me. I'm not asking you to leave or anything like that. I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about
No,
you.
I can only give you factual information. The factual information is that the bailiffs have been instructed by us that if they want any assistance from the police, we will not be able to facilitate any assistance from them today. We can't do that because we don't have the resources to do it. They've been instructed that should they wish to carry out this, the best course of action is to go and get an alternative date. Obviously bearing in mind that they're after instructing tenants 7 days in advance of any further action. That any police involvement will purely be to oversee the under proceedings and to make sure there wasn't a breach of the peace. That's not to say there will be, it's just to make sure.
Can I just stop you there?
Let me finish the 1 second.
On both
just to make sure
sides.
that there wasn't on both sides, and then obviously we would try and facilitate everything on both sides.
So you
Can I
won't
just
need
ask you
to
a question?
attend, will you, unless there is a breach of the peace. You won't need to come with the bailiffs.
The only reason why we've attended today is because we've had a call to say there's a large number of people on the streets. As you're probably well aware, our inspectors have turned up, said, what's going on? Got it right, no problems, and we've withdrawn. The only reason why we've come back is to try and just let you know what's been said.
They're using you to pass on information to us.
No, it's not so much that. No, what's happened?
We are passing on police information
Yeah,
to you.
it's nothing to do with the bailiffs.
We have been
So
instructed to tell
therefore,
you.
they can't come back because you've instructed them not to.
It's not so much. No, we don't hold any. We can't turn around to them and say they can and can't do something. All we can turn around and say is from the police's perspective what we've advised them. They still could come back. However, of course, can.
What did you mean by assist?
What we're
Assist.
saying is
That's the point I need to clarify. How are you going to facilitate anything for me?
Calm down. Don't worry.
Because you said that you were going to come and assist them.
No, I'm saying, should they require
They need
assistance?
assistance.
What I mean is to oversee it, to make sure from your perspective and their perspective that there's no breaches of the peace, there's no criminal element. We won't be there turning around dragging people away and things like that.
When you're dealing with people like these, right, we're all well versed in the law.
Oh, I imagine
Right,
so.
language is really important.
Yeah, oh, no,
because
you're
we're all aware of what legal is.
A lot of times I'll tend to keep things simple because
It's just when
easy
you're
for
talking
everyone
to
to
people like
understand.
these, it's really important to get it right because all these people,
No, what I mean is I'm not trying to.
just how it is.
For me, simplicity is always the key with dealing with people because I'm not trying to fox people.
But what you're no, it isn't actually. Actually, words are important.
Words are important, but
And you said that you were going to come and assist them. You see, and see,
As
we
you've already
all set up
explained.
how we set up,
as
and
you
we
already
get information
explained,
from
and you've
you.
hit it on the head, you're dealing with it from a civil matter.
What I'm
The
saying-
law, in terms of a civil matter, well, we're not here to enforce any law. Just explain.
I'm not going to go into anywhere, shape or form.
The fluoride in the water turns your brain to total mush. The fluoride in the water turns your brain to total mush. The fluoride in the water turns your brain to total mush. And still we drink it all. The bullshit on the telly turns your mind to total mush. The bullshit on the telly turns your mind to total mush. The bullshit on the telly turns your mind to total mush. And still you switch it on. What the hell do you think you're doing? Oh, what the hell do you think you're doing? Oh, what the hell do you think you're doing? Suicide ain't cool. The royals at the palace are molesting all the kids. The royals at the palace are molesting all the kids. The royals at the palace are molesting all the kids, and still they're not in jail. The bastards at the council are all trafficking the kids. The bastards at the council are all trafficking the kids. The bastards at the council are all trafficking the kids, and still they're not in jail. What's it like to be a psycho? What's it like to be a psycho? Oh, what's it like to be a psycho? Tick, 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 tock. The poisons in the fast food give you cancer and disease. The poisons in the fast food give you cancer and disease. The poisons in the fast food give you cancer and disease. And still you stuff your face. The Wi-Fi in the air is making everyone insane. The Wi-Fi in the air is making everyone insane. The Wi-Fi in the air is making everyone insane. And bees can't find their way home. What the hell do you think you're doing? Oh, what the hell do you think you're doing? Oh, what the hell do you think you're doing? Suicide ain't cool. The pedos at Westminster are all murdering the kids. The pedos at Westminster are all murdering the kids. The pedos at Westminster are all murdering the kids, and still they're not on trial. What's it like to be a psycho? What's it like to be a psycho? What's it like to be a psycho? Tick, 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 piss off. The end is coming soon, it's bleeding obvious to see. The end is coming soon, it's bleeding obvious to see. The end is coming soon, it's bleeding obvious to see. Tick, 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 tock.
Woohoo! Thank you.